Hi, I'm iPalmy. Welcome back to my channel. So today I really want to yap about some of the cozy games that I've been playing on my Steam Deck recently. I will forever be a Steam Deck fan, honestly. I can yap about this beautiful little console forever. I've had it now since I think it first released since 2022, and I have been enjoying this so much. My only complaints with this is that I don't think it's as portable as, for example, the Nintendo Switch due to its battery life, and oftentimes I do need a Wi-Fi internet connection. Anyway, besides that, I love this thing so much. If you love handheld gaming, if you like just chilling out on the couch, playing your games, and maybe also watching some TV with your friends, family, your partner, whatever, I prefer that a lot after a long day at work than sitting at my desk again all alone, you know? If you like that too, highly recommend getting a Steam Deck. If you don't have one already, you can play all of your Steam games on here basically. I very rarely come across a game that doesn't work on Steam Deck at all. Sometimes it's not like the most optimal one, but today we're going to talk about a couple of cozy games specifically that I have been enjoying playing on my Steam Deck so much. The first game is My Time at Sandrock, which honestly I haven't even scratched the surface of this game. It is huge. It is so great. I loved My Time at Portia, which I actually played on the Nintendo Switch. Honestly, My Time at Sandrock, I think they took the concept of Portia and just ran with it and completely like poured everything into it and made it so much bigger and better than Portia. Like Portia was amazing, don't get me wrong, but it had, it had some maybe more baby hiccups. I don't know how to explain it. And also, it didn't run on the Switch that well. Like, I did crash quite a lot. I have not had that issue with Sandrock, but of course, I'm also playing on Steam Deck, which I do think it can handle games better than my Nintendo Switch. No shade to my Nintendo Switch, I still love her, but I gotta be honest here. So, just like My Time at Portia, My Time at Sandrock takes place in a wholesome post apocalyptic world 330 years after the Day of Calamity destroyed most modern technology. After accepting a job offer to become Sandrock's newest builder, you'll arrive in the wild and rugged city-state, where it's up to you and your trusty tools to restore the community to its former glory. Gather resources to build machines, befriend locals, and defend Sandrock from monsters, all while saving the town from economic ruin. No pressure. So I really like the concept that you actually get to build your own workshop and just build stuff in this one. If you are kind of sick and tired of standard typical farming sim, then this might definitely be something you'll be enjoying more. The world is just really big, but also the whole plot and the NPCs are really fleshed out, which I've noticed is something that I really enjoy. I'm also an avid reader, so if you also enjoy reading, if you enjoy storylines and plots in your games, then I think you'll also really enjoy this game. The plot is really big, but also the NPCs are definitely fleshed out, have their own personalities, unique character traits, and that's always something I really enjoy. There's multiplayer if you enjoy that. There's also battling and combat and different forms of combat if that's something you enjoy. And there's mini games. So honestly, I feel like this game just has something for everyone. And again, like I said, I've only played for a couple of hours. I definitely need to play more. But what I've played, I've just really enjoyed. I'm just impressed with what I've done with the game. And also, I've seen floating around some of the ideas for their new game. It looks great. I am very interested. They are going for a different art style, which I don't mind at all because that's actually one of the few things I don't love about the My Time at series, which no shade to the artist at all, of course. It's just that they somehow the characters look a bit juvenile and young. Me, getting old now, when the dating mechanics are there, I'm just like, meh. I like it when they look a bit more mature. So that seems to be the way they're going with their new game, which is very exciting. Next on my list is Fields of Mistria, which is currently out in early access. I honestly feel like this game has taken the world by storm. This has been on my radar for years now. Whenever they first started teasing it, it's been in development for quite some time. But you can tell, that they took their sweet time doing this. And honestly, I wish more devs were in the, I don't know, in the right circumstances to be able to do this, because I obviously understand there's like a time crunch, there's money concerns, whatever. And so sometimes they're forced to put out a product. If only they just had a little more time to cook, could have been great, but maybe isn't that great. I feel like that's been the case with some, game releases, specifically cozy game releases over the past month. Fields of Mistria definitely isn't one of those. It's one that, even though it's even not really finished yet, already has so many amazing quality of life features in it, a rich town and community and NPCs. Again, that's just something I really enjoy, where it feels real. It feels like they've been fleshed out, they've been thought out, they are well-rounded characters that you truly feel like, yeah, that could be a real life person, and it's fun to like chat with the villagers and actually pursue the whole like building relationships and dating mechanics in it. Besides that, I really like the art style, kind of inspired by this sort of like 90s anime aesthetic, which love so much. It's so cute. And I'm just really, really excited for more updates to come. I feel like this game is only gonna get better, better, and better. I haven't been playing this much because just like I want to hold out for more updates to come out and then truly like lose 40 hours, 50 hours a week of my life in there. Restore the town to its former glory after an earthquake destroys everything and strange magic begins to flow through the land. This is a spiritual successor to the farm sim RPGs of the late 90s and onwards, and you can build the farm of your dreams as you discover magic, romance, and adventure. So you can customize your character, home, and farm to suit your style, which I love the decorating in this one. The items and furniture and also clothing items that we already have. So cute, so cute. You can farm fish, mine, and craft your way to a revitalized town. Find your ideal match with one of 12 marriage candidates. Also, that's also why I kind of want to hold out because you currently can't marry yet. You can't really progress past, I believe, 5 or 6 hard. I need to marry Hayden, probably, or all of them, honestly. You can raise animals and also do like breeding to get collars. You can get a pink cow at some point, which is I love it so much. There's festivals, changing seasons, you know, everything you could want and need. And there's dragons. Again, I love dragons. Oh, I actually said that in a previous video. I'm filming them back to back. Anyway, here's again, I love dragons. Next up on my list is Tales of Seikyu, which has recently released, and I've also talked about this in my previous video with new cozy game releases. This is one I've been really, really enjoying. So just to reiterate, if you haven't watched that video yet, this is a new game that's now currently out in early access, so keep that in mind. It's not fully developed yet. Definitely could use some more polishing and optimizing in my opinion, but still, regardless, already such a joy to play, and I feel like it's only gonna get better and better. I have high hopes for this one. From what I've played so far, it's just so fun and interesting. So this is a farming sim, but honestly not a really traditional farming sim set in a world of yokai. So you yourself are also a yokai, which is like a Japanese mythology about like spirit. And so these yokai can, you know, transform into kind of like animal looking demons or whatever. You play as the main protagonist. You can choose either a male or female protagonist, and then you are a fox yokai, but you yourself in the beginning of the game actually don't know how to transform into a fox yet, but you are accompanied by your little sister who is a fox, and she's so cute. I love it. In this game again, I just love already so much attention and thought and care put into the lore, the world building, and the NPCs, their designs as well. Like they look so pretty. And I really like the yokai aspect of it and the sort of more traditional ancient world Japanese setting. So aesthetically pleasing, yes, but also just the lore and the thought put into the characters. Really fun and interesting. It also has fishing, it has farming, you can craft and decorate. So all of my favorite parts are in there. And I've been really enjoying it. And I would highly recommend to check it out. I've been playing it on Steam Deck and it runs perfectly fine. The only issue I've had is that my Steam Deck was overheating a little bit, like it was getting very hot, but honestly, it tends to do that a lot. I definitely had to play it on medium graphics to just make it a little smoother, so I would prefer to play on higher graphics so it looks prettier. That's really the only issue. Controls, text, everything has been fine so far. And the last game on my list is Research Story. I have talked about this game quite a lot in the past already, but it's one I've recently picked up again. Because like, wait, why have I stopped playing this? This is really cute. And this is another one that if you're not really into farming sims, but you like cozy games, then you might really like this one because it focuses more. It also has farming, but it focuses more on researching, which is why it's called Research Story. And you're researching animals and plants like flora and fauna, and it's just so cute. Like you can start a research project on this like random cat sprout or this like little chicken that you see out in the wild. It definitely has more of like a fantasy inspired world and characters as well. So all of the NPCs just look really cool and unique. Like there's this orc NPC that I'm personally really interested in, but he currently still hates me. So, you know, just gotta win him over. So in this game, the Violet Archive needs your help. Sightings of exotic plants and creatures near the town of Shimmerbrook have attracted a wave of new settlers. The Violet Archive was set up to record the development in the region and is looking for researchers purchase to aid its cause. This is a game about research and discovery, and you can discover and record 90 plus plants, creatures, and fish at various locations around Chamberbrook and contribute your findings to the archive. You can forage for seeds, grow crops with different growth conditions, observe wild plants, and grow them as crops based on their requirements, and you can tame and raise 29 unique creatures. You can also dive deep into the mines, explore puzzle caves to uncover the mystery behind Shimmerbrook. You can cook, craft, build, and of course, meet the townsfolk and fall in love. So I think it's just, I don't know, it's such a cute game. I do believe this is a solo dev as well, so I always just really like to support small, indie teams. I support it, and it's such a cute game, so I would really recommend to check it out on Steam Deck if you haven't already. So that's it for some of the chill, cozy games that I've been playing recently on the love of my life, my Steam Deck. I would recommend to check out if you haven't already. Let me know if you've played any of these, what you think of them, or what you've been playing lately. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!